Alright, last night I watched Scream 7 and I just gotta talk about it. Worst movie in the franchise, by far. Genuinely, maybe three things total I liked. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give a big spoiler alert. I'm gonna talk about this in depth, or at least mostly in depth. Uh, if you don't want spoilers, click off now. You already heard my opinion. It's terrible. Alright, opening sequence. Fun Scream action. Ghostface in front of the burning house. Cool moment. All over the trailers. Don't go in hoping that's the climax. It's not. It's the first like 15 minutes. It's cool. It's very cool. Bringing back Roman, Stu, Nancy Loomis, and Dewey as deepfakes. Decent idea. Nothing great. But they all did well, especially Matthew Lillard. Because he's Matthew Lillard. Duh. Two really fun kills. Ghostface slashes a girl strung up on a stage play pulley, and she's swinging and swings into the knife, and her organs fall out. Cool, great moment. Feels like a reference to Scream 4 with the girl who got her intestines pulled out. I can't think of her name right now. And then the other one is Sam from Gen V, because all the characters suck. I can't remember any of their names. I'm just calling him by how I know him. So Sam from Gen V gets lifted and his head dropped on like the beer pouring thing at bars, and then it turns on and pushes beer and blood out of his mouth. Really fun, really cheesy, really cool kill. That's it. Everything else is awful. The characters are non-existent. Sydney's fine, I guess. Neve Campbell always does her best. But her daughter is a nothing character. She has issues because Sydney doesn't talk, despite, as pointed out in the film, all of Sydney's life is all over the internet. It feels like a really, really weird thing to do, and I just don't understand the point of it. They also wanted me to believe that Sydney Prescott, who survived 9 different serial killers, didn't teach her daughter, at the very least, how to use a gun. She learns how to use a gun in the movie in an important scene, and it makes no sense whatsoever. I do not understand why they did that, but that's something they want me to believe Sydney didn't teach her daughter. Also, her dad's a cop, also didn't teach her how to use a gun? Sure, whatever. Gail does nothing. She runs over a fake out killer, and that's literally it. She has a big interview with Sydney, and it amounts to nothing. It gives Sydney trust issues again, which I'm pretty sure we've dealt with, like, in Scream 2 and 3, and I want to say 4. I don't remember 4 that well. But, like, we've done the Sydney trust issues before. I just don't get it. Yeah, so that's literally all Gail does. I thought I would have more to say about her, but no. My biggest issue with the film, one of two of them, every other character is nothing. I can't remember a single new character's name. They're bland pieces of meat for kills that, aside from the previously mentioned, aren't that interesting. They're just a few stabs. Mindy and Chad from 5 and 6 show up, do the Randy bit with the suspects, who they all are, and actually, they don't even go full stop with the Randy bit, because Mindy's trying to say the rules, and then Chad's like, Mindy, please don't do the rule thing, and I'm like, but that's like Scream's whole thing. You point out the tropes of horror movies, so are we pointing out that that trope is overdone now? Is that what we're going for? Whatever. But yeah, they use that scene to lay out possible motives that are all rehashes of other killers, to the point where it's not meta, it's just lampshading. It feels lazy. And then they leave the movie despite Ghostface knowing they aren't dead when they're attacked. Like, Chad gets stabbed in the shoulder by someone who isn't Ghostface and just falls down. And Mindy's stabbed in, like, the side, I think. And he just leaves them for no reason. Just no reason whatsoever. He just leaves them alive, despite killing the 2 other people that were with them at the time. It makes no sense. And again, and I'm sorry to keep harping on this, but the characters are so pointless. I don't even know if Tatum, who was supposedly friends with the ones who are dead, with like all of the victims. Oh, Tatum is Sydney's daughter. She's named after the Tatum from the first movie. I probably should have mentioned that before, but I forgot because it doesn't really amount to anything either. I don't even know if she knows all of her friends are dead. She sees her boyfriend die, which, by the way, he climbs into her room just like Billy, and they play Don't Fear the Reaper just like the Billy scene. And it's hard. It's trying to capture so much nostalgia, and not a single aspect of it works. It's just so lazy. It feels so lazy, and that's all I can think of with this movie. Um, but yeah, I genuinely don't know if she knows all of her friends are dead. I do not remember. She sees her boyfriend die. She knows two others died because she sees their bodies, and then Sam from Gen V and this other girl who he may have had a romantic interest in. I think they did. It doesn't go anywhere because they're killed like 5 minutes after this is introduced. So yeah, I don't know if that goes anywhere, or I don't remember if that went anywhere. I don't think it did. I don't know if she knows that they are dead. But speaking of deaths and the killers, I would like to apologize to Roman from 3 and the Ritchie's family, the Ritchie's family from Scream 6 for calling them bad Ghostface reveals. These are the worst ghost faces of all time. One is an asylum patient who was let out, and he only works for the other two ghost faces. He's killed like halfway through the movie by Gale, who shows up and runs him over, and that's all that Gale does. That's all that he does. Um, Also, little off topic, there's a scene where he climbs out of the attic and attacks the family. It's that scene in the trailer where they're in the wall and he's tapping on the wall. Fun scene. Makes no sense, but fun scene. Um, and after it, Sydney is saying that he got into the attic, but they don't know who he is. They literally unmasked him before. So unless she already knows, or which she does know, that there is at least one other killer. So unless she thinks that Stu got in the house, because at this point she thinks Stu is one of the killers, which is also a plot point that really goes nowhere. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It was a really stupid line. I didn't understand it at all. But the other two ghost faces, the other two, one is her neighbor. It is her neighbor who killed her son, barely reacts to it. And her whole motivation, I'm pretty sure if I'm remembering correctly, again, I saw this like last night, 2 nights ago, I forget exactly when I saw it. Her motivation is that she read Sydney's book, which caused her to kill her abusive husband, and then she wanted to turn Tatum into the new Sydney because she felt Sydney had lost her way in being a bad bitch or something like that. Okay. Uh, it, but honestly, at least I can partly remember that, because the other killer, I didn't clock it exactly, but has maybe 3 to 5 minutes of screen time. And that is all he has in the film until his reveal. He is one of the doctors at the asylum they go to because when they think that Stu broke out of an asylum. It is the worst Ghostface reveal and death ever. He's killed in like 5 seconds. There's no big build up for him. There's no talking. He just shows up, gets insulted by the neighbor woman, and then gets shot, I think. I'm pretty sure he's shot. Or he may have been stabbed in the neck. It's one of those two. I forget exactly what happened. But it's one of those two. But he like dies as soon as he was revealed and has like no real motivation. It's awful. It's so awful. But yeah, so hopefully you could enjoy this rant. If you love Scream like I do, it feels horrible to say this. It was a stain on the Scream franchise, and quite frankly, I hope it is left forgotten. To anyone who did watch, thank you for watching. Uh, I may be making more videos soon. I hope to. But for now, I just really need to get this off my chest. It hurt. It hurt to watch. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good day.